Morning guys, I'm very excited to make this video. Ever since I started posting online, people have asked me, how do you make your videos? Because many of my viewers have asked me that question, I decided I would make this video about how I make my videos. I'll also be making a vlog so I can give you some examples. Now before we head out from my house, let's go into my computer and see what I do first. Alright, here we are in my computer. This is my background. It's a Canon C100. This is the camera that I want to buy when I go back to America. So the first thing that I do when I'm making a video is plan. If I'm making a more complex video, I do a more complex plan, but for vlogs it's pretty basic. So in this video, we're talking about how I vlog. I've already done an introduction. When I'm planning for a vlog, I just make a small outline of the things I might want to show or the things I might want to say. You don't have to do this part. It's just something I like to do to have a rough idea of what I'm going to shoot. Now that we have our plan for the video, we can leave the house. Let's roll out. It's pretty loud out here. I'm at this mosque here meeting with my English club students. We're gonna go to my teaching partner's house because they're putting on a farewell party for me. We said we'd meet here at 8:30 in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning, no one else is here. Since we're still waiting on some of the students to show up, I can tell you about how I shoot my videos. I use a decent sized camera, but you can really use any camera that you want. Phone, a GoPro, a small point and shoot, it's no problem. It's not what you use, but it's how you use it. If I'm making a vlog, I like to record just little snippets of things that are happening. I don't just push record and look everywhere. I look around, I see what's happening, I see what's interesting, and I try to capture that with the camera. Aside from telling the story with my images, I also like to talk to the camera like this. That way you can give context. If there were an American person watching this right now and they didn't know about Indonesia, they wouldn't know where I'm at. That's why I said I'm at this mosque here meeting with my English club students. One thing you'll want to be careful about is how much you talk. If you talk too much, your video might feel like it's going too slowly. If you talk too little, your audience might be confused. That's something that I'm still working on. I'm still trying to figure out how much I should be talking, how much I should be sharing. So it's all a learning process. I realize I've been talking a lot right now, so now I'll get into some examples of how I shoot things. Let's say I want to reveal to you this really awesome place that I'm at. I could just hit record and show you the place like this. But one of the key things that you'll see from my videos is that I'm always moving the camera. Whether it's me holding it while I'm moving on my bicycle, or when I'm walking, or if I'm standing still and I'm moving the camera around. Here are some examples of how I might reveal a place that I'm visiting for the first time. I might pan the camera over slowly to the left or right. I might tilt it up or down. Or I might have something very close to my camera that's covering the building that I'm revealing. It's up to you how you use camera movement, but I recommend that you do it a lot. It makes things more interesting and you can get really creative with how you tell your stories. Hello. We said we'd meet here at 8:30. It's almost 9:30. Time to roll out. I think we're also doing a surprise birthday celebration for my teaching partner. When I'm going to places, I like to get shots of the area or maybe the traveling that I'm doing. Do I recommend that you ride a bike while holding a camera? No. Do I recommend that you wear a helmet on a bike? Yes. We want to sing happy birthday for my teaching partner. Assalamualaikum. They can't come. Gak bisa datang.
Just one?
Just us.
Sir?
What?
Don't lie to me.
They can't come. Actually, they're coming.
Esperando para ir, pero a dónde
Cake.
no sé cómo saber a dónde ir, qué camino elegir. Entonces, si quiero descansar, no logro más pensar.
That was really fun. We had the birthday cake, ate a lot of food. The students wrote me little goodbye letters. I'll have to read those later. Now I'm heading to a cafe in my village.
Cuando en cómo llegaré. Si quiero descansar, no logro más pensar.
Now it's time to put the footage into the computer and start editing. Alright, here we are back in my computer. Here are all the folders that I have for my vlogs. Let's go ahead and open up vlog 32, that's this vlog. Here I have a separate folder for each device. Eddy actually means edits, so that's where all my edits go. GP means GoPro. Nikki is my Nikon camera. So let's go ahead and select all the clips. We'll open up our editor. I use DaVinci Resolve. You don't have to use this. You can use any editing software that you want. This one's great because it's free. Alright, we have all the clips. Let's go into my notes for editing. When you're editing, this is where you take your raw material and you craft your story. Honestly, you can use whatever software you want. You can use iMovie, you can use Windows Movie Maker. The only way you can get better at editing is to do it. So far I have over 300 hours of editing experience using DaVinci Resolve. I think I have maybe close to 400 hours by now. Some of my key points for editing is that I like my clips to be short. I think my average length is about half a second to 2.5 seconds. Another key point is that you want to vary your shot length. You don't want all your clips to just be 2 seconds long. That might get boring for the viewer. And I have this written down. When in doubt, cut it out. If you're thinking to yourself, does this really help my video? If you're doubting, you should be cutting. I always say that the video should be as long as it has to be. You don't want to leave your viewer thinking, oh, this video is way too long. I think you should choose your music carefully when you're editing. Music helps set the mood in your video. If you listen to the background music right now, you'll notice that it's playful and cheerful. This whole section of video would sound really strange if I had loud metal music in the background. Usually editing video is not hardcore. There's another thing that I like to do, which is cut to the music. So if there's a certain beat like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I might cut on the 1. So it's cut 2, 3, 4, cut 2, 3, 4. When you cut like that, it almost looks like a music video, but you don't always want to cut on the same beat because you don't want your audience to predict when you're going to cut. You want to always keep them guessing and always keep them engaged. Alright, let's go back into the editing software. I'll go ahead and do some editing and show you what I did. Alright, I've cut some stuff up. It's still a pretty rough cut. Let's go over to the section where we were at my teaching partner's house. Now look over here. This is 3 minutes and 45 seconds into the video. This is the beginning of the clip and this is the end of the clip. You'll notice it's about 1 second and 12 frames. That's about 1.5 seconds. This one is also about 1.5 seconds, so most of these clips are short. However, I broke the rule. Here it's at 3:49, the end of the clip is at 3:56, so it's about 7 seconds. That's because they were singing a song. I wouldn't want to cut because that would make the song sound weird. Again, you're not going to learn a whole lot about editing from watching me do it right here. The best way to learn is to do it. Just like any skill, it takes hundreds and hundreds of hours to get good at. 2 cups of coffee later, it's time to go home. This should be a good place to end the video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Now in review you want to plan. It doesn't have to be a lot, maybe just 20 minutes of thinking about what you want to talk about. You want to shoot. When you shoot, use a variety of shots. From here, maybe from down low, up high, use movement. Always use movement. Finally, when you edit, I recommend using short clips and cutting out anything that you don't need. So now my challenge for you is to make a video, put it on YouTube, and send me the link. I'll watch it and I'll tell you what I think about it. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. If you like the video, go ahead and like. Thank you very much for watching. And finally, I want to say take care and keep creating. Bye-bye.